Hey guys, welcome to Samson's World. This is Sit and Spin, where I sit down with some badass comedians, pick some topics out of the hat, and we discuss that shit. Today on my show, one of my closest comedian friends here, we started doing Guy Tori's PCP, Fat Comedy Players, at the Comedy Store way back in the day. It was an improv and sketch group. This man is a co-creator of White Famous on Showtime with Jay Farrow. He is a hilarious stand-up comic, writer, actor. Give it up for Mr. Buddy Lewis.
Accolades. Yes.
Give it up.
Yeah.
Come on. Living legend. Next on my show, this woman is a hilarious comedian. She's on a radio show with Cheryl Underwood. Give it up for Courtney Black, ladies and gentlemen.
Courtney.
Nice, guys. Welcome to the shizzle. How's it going, buddy? Let's start with you. So let's tell people our history. We started in Guy Tori's room, the Fat Comedy Players. Mm-hmm. It was an improv sketch group where we were doing, it was before Guy's show, we would do the room, and it was, he had pretty much the first Tuesday night there in Hollywood. You know, a lot of people claim they were the ones who started, but Guy Tori... at the Comedy Store.
He started Fat Tuesday.
He started Fat Tuesday.
But the original night format, that nightly format, was really started by Michael Williams down at the Comedy Act Theater. He used to do Thursday nights with Robin Harris. And then I took that same format and moved to the Valley, and Kim Whitley and I started a club called the Ha Ha Cafe. It was Whacked Out Wednesdays, which became a comedy club. I'm doing a documentary about that. Okay. And then Fat Tuesdays, Chocolate Sundays, a lot of these other rooms grew and sort of came out of that world. We all but one of the first rooms in this town that was like an urban comedy night.
I was gonna say, what's the format? Just black comics?
Yeah, was white. Was Whacked Out Wednesdays.
Whacked Out Wednesdays,
right? And so because the thing was, back in that time, a lot of the mainstream clubs weren't putting African American comics on stage. You couldn't get stage time. You had the Comedy Act Theater, and you had all these.
And they came down to the Comedy Act to check them
those
out.
Little nights, right? They had and there were a lot of little nights all around, like Ronaldo Ray had a night at Marvin's Memory Lane, and then there was Birdland West was a comedy night on Tuesdays, but Maverick's Flat was around, but a lot of those little comedy nights, man, were also the one difference that a lot of those comedy nights were in the beginning here in LA that I saw were variety nights. They had singers, dancers, models, spoken word. It was everything, but it wasn't straight comedy.
That was how Fat Tuesdays was. We'd have the tap dancing twins, or they would have somebody do spoken words.
They always.
Or we did improv and sketches and stuff like that.
But that was back in the day. And Samson, being a good and kindly white person, never called the police on us.
Yay!
Remember that, everybody. Hilarious. The funniest part is, in that sketch group, though, Guy let me audition for it, but I had to sit in the back of the room for about 2 months until everybody was like, who is that guy who just is sitting in the back of our group? And then Guy's like, hey guys, this is Sam from St. Louis. He wants to audition for our group. And so I got to audition, and then I got in the group, but it's
And you were great.
People don't know that, man, about comedy. Like, a lot of these kids want to just jump into it, but I'm like, I sat in the back of a rehearsal watching your guys' group. Every week I would just come and sit there awkwardly to just let them know that I was going to be in this, but you don't know it yet. And then finally Guy gave me that opportunity. But, and then met Buddy, Esau,
I never even heard of
everybody.
Group.
Yeah, the PCP. Arif was in that. Nima Williams, Moni Moan,
Shanae
Lawson. Yeah, everybody. And then through that was all the Tiffany's and all the other crew were kind of coming up through that. So it's kind of an exciting place to be.
We had a good time.
But that's good. So, all right, Courtney, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're on the radio.
I'm on the radio.
The radio.
I'm originally from D.C.
Oh, nice.
What part?
Northwest.
Okay, good.
Real D.C.
Real D.C.
Not
folks.
Maryland or Virginia for the rest of y'all.
Oh, snap. All you white trash folks out there.
Hello.
Is that where Virginia? That's
This
where
is go-go music.
There's a difference between Virginia and D.C.
Is there a difference?
I mean, I just feel like there is.
Oh,
like
there's a
DC,
huge difference.
I just think Dave Chappelle. I think a lot of great comedians, and then Virginia.
Like,
I think kind of the bumblefucks.
What has come
in the
out of
hills.
Virginia? I don't know.
I don't know. Ben and Jerry's.
Racism.
I got friends in Virginia. Like, fuck you, Sam.
Sam.
Fuck you. That's how I say it. It's like it's an AM.
Right.
Fuck you, Sam. You liberal.
So, I've been doing 11 years for me with comedy
Okay.
in November.
Wow.
Congrats.
Thank you. I've been with Cheryl Underwood Radio Monday through Friday.
What is that on?
We have 421 affiliates.
Wow.
And you can just find us everywhere.
That's
if you go
amazing.
to CherylUnderwoodRadio.com to affiliates tab and
That's
find us in
amazing.
your city.
Okay.
And we're international. It's really cool.
I love Cheryl. She's hilarious.
She
Stand up. I
is.
saw her a little bit ago at the Comedy Union. And
Yeah. She took me on the road with her and stuff.
Oh, that's
Zeta Phi Beta.
Right. We love her sorority, man.
hilarious.
So, I've been doing that for 2 years.
Mhm.
We do politics, sports, and I'm entertainment with my co-host Kyle Irby.
Love it.
So yeah, we just have a lot of fun and rip on stuff.
And you got to get up early in the morning.
Oh my God, I do it for August we've been doing it at 4 a.m.
Wow.
Normally it's 5:30.
Okay.
So I mean that's still early.
You gotta work.
Yeah.
But you're done early, right? Your day is
I'm
done.
done early, and we've gotten the equipment where we can do it at home now.
Oh wow! Look at
Well,
you.
I was driving to the valley,
Oh,
and we
snap.
were doing it at CBS at 4 in the morning. So
Wow. So
that-
you just wake up and you're just like going to your little booth.
now
and
I just go
listening?
into the living room. Yeah, I don't even have a booth. I just
Yeah,
set up
right.
in my living room. But yeah,
Wow.
it's very nice.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm like, I can't believe I used to be on the road at 3:30 in the morning going here.
Yeah.
Now
Wow.
I'm
Thank
hitting
God
the
for
snooze.
technology.
Hello, right?
Will you look at God?
Look at God.
Look at, won't they do
Look
it?
at God.
Won't they do it?
We'll do it.
All right.
Do it.
Do you guys want to move on? We're gonna play a little sit and spin. We're gonna pick some topics out of the
Okay.
hat, and
Okay.
you guys just answer them. Just
Okay.
whatever you guys are feeling. Big Buddy
Whatever.
was big.
Okay, I just pick out of the hat.
Yeah, you just pick it out of the hat.
What
I
is
remember too, Buddy, when we used to do freeze tag, and for some reason people would always. It would be Buddy and I, and he would end up being Shaquille O'Neal, and he would be like strangling me by the end of the sketch or something.
Always
So-
choking you out.
Or it was like a prison thing, and you were
Yeah.
like always some dude, like
Raping.
raping. Yeah, pretty much. That's why in the beginning
Play
he's like,
to your height.
he's like, thanks. Sam was a nice white guy. So yeah, I took a lot of rapings and stuff. I played all the stereotypes.
Took a lot of rapings.
It says, sing your favorite 80s one-hit
Oh.
wonder song.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
Wow.
one-hit wonder from the 80s.
Yes, sir.
80s.
Let's see, take your time, young man.
Hey.
Don't you wait to get old. It's O'Brien. Mama said, take your time, young man. Don't you rush to get old. That's
good, man.
For
You see this? Do you know how long it took me?
Clothes off
to
to have a good time. Oh no, you ain't dancing party all night.
I think that's a different person.
Yeah,
That's
now
not
that
Trent
is
D'Arby.
that's no
No,
one.
that's
One is O'Brien. The
Right.
one I was singing is
O'Brien's a
O'Brien.
female?
No, it was a guy.
Oh.
And then what's the Don't Take Your Clothes Off was
I made the mistake.
shit.
I know.
You're gonna make me forget his name.
Oh,
And now it's irking me now. We have to
I am
look it up.
impressed that you guys just came up with something because
Yeah.
I would still be stuck.
Oh, really?
You still gotta come up with
But
something.
yeah,
Oh,
but
shit.
the 80s, it's probably you were 5.
I was gonna be like, take on me, take
Hey.
on me.
Take on me.
Yeah,
What
We
was his
sound
name?
nothing like the originals.
No,
That's
exactly.
Oh
You
my
didn't have
gosh,
to. What
I'm
about you,
still
Courtney?
stuck, and I see his face, and he
yeah, I
wore
know
the
it.
little bob.
Yeah,
he had
no,
the
and
little
he-
bob.
yeah,
He was.
We don't have
to take our clothes
Oh my gosh.
to have a good
Or another
time.
good 80s one. When it feels like
Oh.
the world is on your shoulders
Oh, that's a
and
good
all
one.
the madness.
Hey, that's
is
that.
on you and me.
That-
Yeah.
That's from the movie with
Yeah.
yeah.
Del
DeBarge,
Del
baby.
DeBarge.
Del
Yeah.
DeBarge. Give it
Oh
up.
my
All
gosh,
the-
you ain't found that yet, Del?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Bars.
Courtney, do you got a song or we can move
I'm
on?
No.
Googling one. Let me see.
You're Googling 80s one hell
oh
of a
my-
minute.
Yeah.
No, no,
Come on.
no. His name is
His not.
He had the bob. What is it?
Oh, Tainted Love.
No.
Tainted Love.
You don't have to take your clothes off. It's the song.
Yep.
Jermaine Stewart.
Wow. I would argue that you do have to take your clothes off to have a good time.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I would argue.
All right, guys. Next topic. Courtney, why don't you pick one out of the hat there? By the way, I just want to point out this is the first time that we've actually had our questions printed out.
Oh, nice. Get professional.
Yeah, usually Del writes them out,
and whatnot.
All right, it's a long one.
We're moving ahead.
After all you've been through, what is your best advice you would give to someone getting into the industry?
Oh,
you don't have to take your clothes off.
But maybe you should.
Especially you're going to see Harvey Weinstein.
Exactly.
Well, what's the harm? I didn't fuck anybody. Maybe you should.
Right. Well, wait, Courtney, didn't you say you were just telling us a story that you were at somebody's house and you had a teat?
Oh yeah, my boob fell out. I was at Tyrese's house for a party. And
Snap! Shout out to Tyrese who won't watch this show.
At the house, and I was sitting around the fire pit talking amongst friends. Trey Elliott was across from me, comedian.
Sure. Oh, that's a friend. He didn't even tell you.
He told me after he got a nice 5-minute,
after he was done drawing it.
I thought my story was compelling because he was.
Trey's never paid attention to anybody so close. He's like, what else, Courtney?
Courtney, what else? He moving closer like this with his mouth.
He's like,
it was the ta-ta.
He's like, traffic is terrible.
Oh my God.
The 4-5.
I had a girl next to me. And
she didn't say nothing?
No, not a friend.
So they told me the whole, like all of this was just
breast.
the whole.
Wow.
No friends.
Tyrese had to be like,
titties, though.
Yeah, well,
that's nice. Let me see it. Let
me be the judge of that.
Yeah,
that was so hashtag me too right there.
So I was on a show with Buddy Lewis, and he said, I was talking about my tit, and he said, me too. I said, let me see it.
She said she had nice breasts. I just wanted to, confirm.
All you have to say is just prove it.
Prove it.
No,
but I will say
So what is your
some advice.
Some advice, yeah. I'm serious.
Work hard and believe in yourself and stick to it. Like how you said you sat in the back of the room and listened, and just watched at first. Like, put your time in, take it in, do the work, and it should come to you.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
How about you, buddy?
I say quit.
I
don't want none of you people out here wasting my time.
That's right.
You're taking up space. You're taking up space. You're terrible. No, I'm kidding.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself. No, best advice I could say to any is before you move to LA or New York to pursue your entertainment dreams, be the best person in your own city. If you're in another place, be the best there. Be the big fish in the little pond, and then eventually your celebrity in that area will move you to LA or New York, where you can really be seen by the people who are making decisions. And being seen now, as you can tell, doesn't require you to come to LA or New York.
Yeah.
You can make your dreams, your entertainment dreams, come true in your own living room.
Yeah, Courtney.
Or around the fire pit.
Right.
And
on the flip side of that, some people are the big fish in their town, but they're like comfortable in that spot and won't leave.
Right. So you gotta get out. You have to move to LA so you know you're not shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then figure it out. Okay, I'm not shit. So how do I become the shit?
Yeah.
Because here. Because most people that get in this business are the funniest out of their group of friends, the best looking, the smartest, whatnot, and they come out here with their ego and they're like, "Oh, give me a year." That's my biggest advice is if somebody would have told me, "Hey Sam, when you move to LA, like wait about 10 to 15 years till you start to feel like maybe you're scratching the surface."
Right.
Because that's everybody. They always say like, and you have to have a backup plan. Nobody wants to hear plan B, but like I think it's smart to try to have some other craft or a trade that you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
especially if you want to have a family.
How you gonna pay the bills?
Right.
They're because a lot of entertainment gigs do not pay the kind of money to have a living wage
when you're
starting out.
Right.
It's like being an intern or being on the lower end of a
but
job.
It's for your dreams.
But it's
so
for
how
your
bad
dream.
do you want
How
it?
bad do you want it? And you gotta have a backup plan.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be, and hey, if dancing on the table is your backup plan, that's cool. I say
buddy.
do it.
Thank you.
I say do it, but have a plan.
Have a plan.
Have a plan. Have a plan when you come out to LA because.
It will rob you.
It'll sap your spirit.
Oh, it sure will. And they'll send you back, honey. LA will kick you out in a
Spit
year.
you home. Send you home.
Send you home.
Or dancing on the table out in Chadsworth.
That's right.
Waiting for, all right, fluffers.
Yeah.
Action.
Hey, buddy, how's LA going? Not bad.
Hey, wait,
Not bad.
did you got one of those names? King Ding Ding. Can you
King Ding Ding.
King Ding Ding.
That's funny.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Yeah. Mom, why did you have to name me Majestic?
Majestic.
What else do you think I was gonna do, Mom?
Yeah, I'm in this little ditty called Forest Hump.
Yeah. I actually wrote that sketch years ago, but it's Sorest Rump. It's his porn name. Yeah, I wrote it, and Bubba Gump is in there, and Lieutenant Dan goes, well, Forrest, I always told you. He's like, well, Sorrest, I always told you if you were a big-time adult film star, I'd come in and be your director. Well, here I am, action. And Forrest's like, Lieutenant Dan, I don't know. He's like, action. And Bubba's like, well, Forrest, there's doggy style. There's reverse cowgirl. He's like, and then Jenny in the punch goes, fuck, Forrest, fuck.
That's awesome.
I never gotten to film it, but
we should do it.
I gotta do it, dude. Sorest Rump. If he ever came in adult
You
film
gotta do it tomorrow.
Hey, you should do that before you put this out. Otherwise, you're going to one of the little internet people is going to have you looking like this.
I know. But I have these little millennials. They're like, what's Forrest Gump?
Oh my God.
So they know enough to know. All right, next topic.
All right, let me dig in here.
Somebody just asked who was Scott Bakula on the radio. They
What?
were talking about it. And I was like, well, the radio personality.
They don't know Scott
Quantum Leap?
Quantum Leap?
I mean, dude, they have no clue.
Oh, God.
Is he even alive still? I mean,
he's good. All right, here's my question. Are you a drinker, smoker, or a midnight toker? Okay. I'm not a smoker. And I'm not a midnight toker, so I would if any of these is applicable to me, it would be a drinker a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a drinker.
What's your drink? What do you prefer? Everybody's just a little.
I'm a rum guy, but you know what I've gotten into right now? I'm gonna tell you, I mixed them accidentally, and I don't know if it's a drink now, but it's what I order in the bars now. I get a shot of vodka and a shot of amaretto together, and it is
And you just pound those back to back?
Like a shot? Or
no, you pour them on the rocks, and it is incredible.
Really?
What do they call that?
They call it the buddy.
The buddy.
The buddy system.
It's the buddy. It's become let me get I'm your buddy.
That is funny. How about you, Courtney?
My buddy. I'm a drinker.
Okay.
First, foremost.
Full commitment.
Is that what makes your little chi-chis come out?
No.
Okay.
No, they're just out
Still
anyway.
stuck on that. Yeah, they just have
I'm
it.
gonna be hashtag.
You know how it is, Courtney.
This
Women-
entire interview.
Yeah, that's why women can't have anything
They
special.
can't have
Right.
nothing.
Men, I mean, that's why if you guys, we can't
have
if,
shit.
If we could see your tits out and not react at all, women could go to the beach and be topless. But the problem is guys are like the cartoons.
I've completely forgot about that, and it's still on your brain.
I got titty on the brain.
Well, I'm sure it's on Tyrese probably remembers it too.
Hey.
And
Trey.
Trey Trey's probably thinking about this morning. He's like, man.
As a matter of fact, he called me and asked me where you come.
Yeah, exactly. He did. That is hilarious.
He was bringing Tyrese.
Yeah, he's bringing a towel. And he's bringing a jewel bucket.
All right, next topic. A jewel bucket.
A jewel bucket.
Jewel bucket.
Drool.
That's funny.
Who is your favorite celebrity you have worked with?
Ooh. Okay, that's
Favorite
nice.
celebrity. Who's the nicest? I got some good stories. Well, of course, Cheryl Underwood. Let me say that. You can catch her on the Talk Monday through Friday on CBS.
Shout out.
Shout out. Okay, that's smart.
She's fun.
business.
I mean, but not even that. My boss is super, super fucking fun and super generous. Like, we go on these company field trips. We just went to Atlanta We hit Magic City, the strip club.
Oh, do you got any?
She gives us all stacks of money.
You got
and we
any
just
room for a little woke white guy segment?
We got a white guy on the team already.
Ah.
Sorry.
Okay,
No,
what's his
maybe-
name? I got a
maybe-
Nancy
right.
Kerrigan in his ass. Just tell me where he lives.
That's so funny. Jim.
Yeah, Dan didn't make it into work today. He fucked up his knee. Somebody attacked him.
I got you on the list, Sam, so you be the next
Call
one.
Sam. I'm here.
I'm outside.
Nancy
Right.
Kerrigan style.
We're going to New Orleans in November for the what do you call it? The Bayou Classic.
Ooh,
We do that every year.
yeah.
We're very HBCU proactive.
Please,
or
let me be a
whatever, friendly,
PA.
so.
Just let me be a production assistant on
So
something.
yeah, we have fun. But
That
let me
sounds
think.
awesome.
Shirley is very generous.
Who's your favorite celebrity that you've worked with?
Yeah.
I did have. Damn, I had it in my head. And I was going, oh, you know what? I had a really cool story. Denzel.
Oh, snap.
That was cool.
Wow.
So before comedy, I was in the medical field. Okay, I used to do cancer research, and then my sister, I moved here. She talked me into coming here, and she's like, "When you were little, you always wanted to be an actress. You said that all the time." Da, da, da. So anyway, so I started with acting, and then I went into comedy. So in the acting world, I knew nothing about it. I was amazed that people got paid for background work. I'm from the East Coast. I was like, what? You know? So as we were talking about earlier, soaking up the stuff, I did background work. I mean, my longest stretch was like 9 days straight. I was just doing it and just learning everything I could and watching directors and producers and everybody. Anyway, so on one thing, I was a stand-in for Sanaa Lathan on the movie with her and Denzel on the boat.
Out of Time.
Out of Time. Thank you. So we had to they brought us back for some reshoots, and they had to redo the whole boat scene where there's like a fight and all that. It was so dope, and it was just a very small set. Me, his stand-in, Denzel, Sanaa, and like the director. It was so cool. And so me and Denzel just did a lot of talk, and he had just won the Oscar.
Oh, wow.
He wouldn't even take it. I was like, oh my God, that was so, just trying to compliment
For training day, right?
Yeah, for training day, right. He wouldn't accept my thing.
You got wet.
But then we got so cool and just laughing and talking and it was just super, super cool. And I was doing fight scenes, so that was cool too. And it was just so cool because it was intimate. And I got to talk to Denzel. And he's just such a cool brother, you know what I mean? And we were just talking about the business and stuff. So yeah, that was my favorite moment.
Dope.
And he remembered me after that. I saw him afterwards at an event or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
They at least remember
Shout out
you.
Denzel.
Yeah, shout out Denzel. How about you, buddy?
I've had some.
You've had so
wonderful-
many.
I'm sure you got
I've
like
What
had-
an asshole, man.
I know.
Which one do we talk about?
So-
Yeah, which one? Working with the guys over at the Real Husbands of Hollywood was great.
Oh, I'm
right,
sure.
yeah.
With Kevin Hart
And
and
Chris
Chris
Spencer,
Spencer
yeah.
and
David Arnold was writing on that?
Yeah,
No,
for a
it
second.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boris and JB Smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
laugh all the
Oh,
time.
Oh my God,
huh?
It's been a
it
great
was
experience.
great experience. But one of the best experiences I had, was working with Debbie Allen. I did a production called Pearl, and we were at the Geffen Theater.
Oh, okay.
We were there for 20 weeks almost.
Dang.
And we had a run. I was doing her play, and she is the most amazing woman and director. I mean, it's unbelievable how there were like 60 kids in this production, and she does the Pearl is like a rendition of the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but it has a lot of dance, and I played her goofy bodyguard Q, and
That was a stretch for you.
yeah, I know. But she was amazing. That those kids would be dancing, and there's 60 kids. I mean, literally from ages 9 up to like 20. And she, in a moment's notice, with her back turned, can almost spin around and, all right, Cassandra, get your hand up.
Wow.
Da-da-da, move to the left. And she knew where everybody was, the spacing and
Wow.
everything. It was on it,
It's
and bro,
insane.
I was in awe
Wow.
of how she took control of that whole situation and watched her work. It was amazing. So working with Debbie Allen
That's
was great.
cool.
It was great.
All right, folks. Next topic. We're almost ready here to wrap it out.
Okay.
Let's pick a good
Let's
one
see
in
a
here.
good one. Let's see.
What does that say?
When it comes to sex, what is your specialty?
Oh, well, everybody knows. That's pretty obvious, isn't it, buddy, for you?
really have to have sex with women.
Nice.
Seriously, I really don't have to. I just lay on them.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would just put this 200.
Yeah,
you'd be like, how was it with Buddy? He took my breath away. Literally. No.
Literally.
What's my specialty?
That is funny.
I'm well endowed. So.
Are you? Let me see.
Well, wouldn't it be prove it?
Listen,
wouldn't it be a shame
you
if
show
you
yours,
now?
I'll show you
I'll
mine.
show
But
eventually.
only problem is mine has. You see, yours is just out with peekaboo. You got to apply a little heat and friction to mine.
Yeah, it's probably you can't just invite him out to play.
You just can't invite him out to play.
Yeah, if you're gonna invite him out to play,
that dirty mind work.
Yeah,
that's
you
kind of
gotta-
unfortunate with men. It's like women don't. Yeah, they can bring a ticket out. That's the titty out. But guys, if you're bringing it out, it's usually it's rodeo time. It's showtime.
You got and like some people are showers and some people are showers and some people are growers.
Yeah, showers and growers. That's right.
Sometimes you got. I'm a grower.
You're a grower.
If I was in a movie,
position.
we got off topic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We didn't ask if you were a shower or a grower.
That's why we got a producer on set.
Yeah, that's right. I would say I am a.
Doggy stylist.
Yeah, no, but actually, I'm a. I'm a coxman. So coxman.
What's
coxman? Yeah.
That's like
It's like a kingsman. But
yeah, kingsman with a I'm a coxman. So that means
what position is that?
That's any of them.
Any of them.
That involves cox.
He's
That
like a
involves
Swiss Army
anything
knife.
that involves anything that involves and I get on in there.
He gets on in there.
And this no, but this is my weapon.
This is my weapon. Wow, look at that. Holy shit. Gene Simmons. There.
Weapon.
Weapon.
That's why I'm a coxman. You don't become a coxman. You got to go to the school. You got to take a girl.
School of Coxmen.
Yeah, you got to take a girl to Smithereens a couple of times to become a coxman.
That's a weapon of mass
destruction.
Wetness destruction. Yeah. How about you, Courtney?
What's the question again?
What is your?
Is your titty out? No, okay.
What is your best sexual position? What is it, buddy?
Your favorite sexual position?
No. When it comes to sex, what's your specialty?
Oh, my specialty.
What do people say? Courtney does that.
She squirted up my entire bed.
There was a squirting class I wanted to take last week, and I missed
class?
it.
Damn.
Squirting class.
Squirting class. They just actually exist.
I'm teaching it again. I'm teaching it again.
Whatever.
Professor Buddy Lewis today.
Anywho.
Guest expert speaker.
Right.
Fellow coxman. Okay, yes, Courtney?
My specialty is my vagina. I would have to say.
Okay. Good.
It's very moisturous. It stays very wet, and I just hear, "You got good pussy, girl. You got great pussy."
Wait, people yell that out the window?
They
got great pussy.
I just pictured somebody yelling out of the car. I was like,
that's
damn.
as long as they not saying it as they get out the car and drop her off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you had some great pussy, girl.
No.
I'll see you next week.
That's
here's a tip.
That's when I'm in it.
Oh my God,
great.
that is funny.
Excellent.
That's good. Great answers. All right, guys. Next topic. Last question.
Last question.
Get us out of here, buddy.
Okay.
Get us out of here.
You're on
It was my turn.
Oh, it's your turn. Okay, I'm sorry.
By the way, guys, we are sweating because it's hot in my studio.
It's hot in LA.
But we're doing it, man. Sweat equity here.
Are you on the fence or fully on board with the Dave Chappelle stand-up special, Sticks and Stones?
Oh, snap.
You rocked it. I am fully on board.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Because we're in this fucked up time right now. You have to apologize. You don't have to, but people are apologizing. They got to think twice before they speak. All this old bullshit. You can't say shit. Everybody's so fucking sensitive. I'm really pissed, as you can tell. My temperature rose. So Sticks and Stones, the main thing is that he had the courage to just hit these topics and say what the fuck he wanted to say, how he said it, that is going on right now. And that's it. I loved it.
He held a mirror up, to society.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And I've said this. We've reached a point now where you can't tell me that as a comic, you're going to have some sensitivity about what I say.
Right.
And we have a president that says whatever he wants to say on a regular basis. So
yeah.
you're not going to get mad at the president.
Hello.
Right.
You're not going to get mad at me as a comic because it's my job to point out and to say things and to shine light and to speak truth to power humorously.
Right.
And if you can accept that the emperor's not wearing clothes, and I say the emperor's not wearing clothes, you can't call me a clothophobe or something, or have some kind of twisted logic about what I said. And I think as communities, we all need to take a step back and go, hey man, it's comedy, there are jokes, and I don't think Dave was offensive. He didn't say anything that was wrong with certain things, or something was bad, or he was walking the edge of comedy, man, where you can say this was hilarious, but he didn't really offend anyone. I don't think he shined a light on some stuff. And this is the last thing. It's his damn opinion, humorously. Yeah, right. I don't care what don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Yeah,
you don't. If you're
that's like he said. You clicked on my face.
Right. You clicked on my face, and you heard, and so now people gotta relax, man, and let comics do their job. Or in a minute, we're gonna reach a point where you won't be able to tell jokes because at the crux of all comedy, there's a bit of a chance to offend,
if you biting, or you don't want us to bite our tongues. If you make comics start biting our tongues, where's the truth?
It can't be funny. I mean,
and think about it. If you make a joke about an old lady falling, what, all the old ladies in the world gonna hate you now?
Right, exactly.
You see a dog, pee on a carpet. Now all the veterinarians mad. The carpet cleaner, carpet cleaners are mad. It's like
I always say laugh, die, or cry. You know what I mean? Like
that's a good analogy.
That's all the reaction you got. So
hey, if the president said I could shoot somebody in Fifth Avenue and not lose any followers, well, I should be able to tell a joke and not lose any joke.
If you're not offended by anything the president has says, but you're offended by Dave Chappelle's special, kill yourself. Go ahead.
Stick yourself in the face.
To do us all a favor, because that will help. Kill yourself. If you're racist, just go ahead, and just do us all a favor. That's the funny thing. I think like all these racists want to have just only white people. Like, do you know how bland that food would be?
The potato salad's gonna be terrible.
I like my Asian soup dumplings. I like my Mexican al pastor. I like my black food. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It would still be Jewish NBA players. Black people.
Oh my God. We have no league.
Hilarious. Starting for the Los Angeles Lakers, Woody Leibowitz.
Samuel
at 5 feet 11 inches.
He's a tall one.
He's a tall one. Oh my God. Well, guys, I just gotta thank.
Now that was a bad bit.
Thank you.
You're gonna get comments.
Thank you, buddy Lewis, and thank you, Courtney Black, for being on my show. Tell them your social media handles.
Ladies first.
Hey, you can find me at Courtney Black Comedy. That's Courtney Courtney, Black like the color, comedy on everything, Instagram, Facebook.
Like I like my women.
Hey.
And buddy.
And she's also on putemonglass.com. No, I'm kidding.
He still has titty on
the brain. You can find me at Buddy Lewis Jokes on Instagram and Twitter, and at any comedy club here in Los Angeles and around the country. I'm doing my thing. And please look at the credits. Sometimes the stuff you're laughing at, Buddy Lewis wrote.
Let's do it. So snap on that, guys. Thank you so much for doing my show. This has been Sit and Spin. This is Samson's World. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Like my Facebook. All that shit. Get at me on the gram, folks. This is Samson's World. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This little box here. Click on it. Go to the link of that video and please subscribe. You're helping to support my family.